Welcome to thetechnologycloset.com and our quick shots. In this quick shot, well, actually it's not so quick. It's a little longer than most of the quick shots you've been seeing. But this is important. This is in relation to Windows 8.1. Gives you some new things to do to make your life easier, especially if you're a desktop user for a previous version of Windows, such as Windows XP or Vista or Windows 7. Since we don't have a start button, most of us work from the desktop and not from this modern UI. What we're going to do is we're going to show you how we can do a typical workflow using Windows 8.1 to get high productivity using the desktop. Here's how we do it. One of the things we have to be able to change is this lock screen if you have it. I want to bypass that to speed up boot up. So we're going to be changing that. So first I have to get past the lock screen. I also want to get past this logon screen automatically so that it goes either to the desktop or to the start screen without having to type in a password. Now at this point I have to type in a password. And once we get past the login screen, we'll be starting up as we normally do in Windows 8 at the start screen. Here's where we're going to make some changes. We want to make this a typical user of the desktop. We want to bypass the lock screen. We want to bypass the login screen. We want to bypass the start screen. And we want to be able to launch our applications. And that's what we're going to do. First, we have to prepare the system. First thing we want to do, go to the desktop, use your Windows key and R key, or you can use your window at the bottom left, right mouse click, and select the Run box. In the Run box, you're going to type NETPLWIZ. This is a command that will allow us to bypass the log-on screen and the lock screen. Click OK. That'll call up the box. Select the user, in this case me. Uncheck the box, must enter name and password. By doing this, it's going to confirm that I truly am the administrator. We select Apply. At this point, I'm going to enter my password. And then I'm going to confirm the password. Click OK, and OK. Now that should allow us to boot directly into the start screen. But we don't want to go to the start screen. Where do we want to go? We want to go to the app screen. So to go to the app screen, select the taskbar. But before we do that, let's make the desktop look a little more familiar, like a Windows Vista or Windows 7 desktop. Let's personalize it. Put a few more icons up there before we do anything else. Right mouse click on the desktop, select Personalization, select Change Desktop Icons, and we're going to add quick links to our user files, network connections, and the control panel itself. This is what you normally see on a standard Windows 7 system. Select Apply, OK, and we'll close down the box. And now you can see we have these typical icons that we would probably use quite frequently. I know I do. But if not, you can always take them off. Now we're going to right mouse click on the taskbar, select Properties. We're going to go to the Navigation tab. Under the Start Screen Settings, we want to select Show Apps View Automatically. Put a check mark there. Search will also be automatically checked. You don't have to do anything with that. And down at the bottom, List Desktop Applications. And it says to sort them by category, and that's important. So that means we have to make a change on the app screen. And that's our next test. Let's go there. First Apply, then OK. Let's go back to the start screen. Instead, it took us right directly to apps because we had checked it. That's great. That's what we want. Now we want to go and sort by, in this case, not by name, but by category as suggested. The category shows desktop, and then it shows some of my installed applications that I use in the desktop. Then, of course, we have our Windows accessories, Windows ease of use, and other system functional icons and little applets that are on the lower end priority. These are the ones we use. At this point, we're now ready to go back to the start screen, log off, and then we're going to log back in as instructor. Put in our password. You notice we went directly into the app screen.